Today I'm going to share with you a soft skill, an intangible skill that can pay you a lot of money. And not only that, can help you elevate in your life, whether it's business, sports, politics, no matter what you're doing, simply because this one intangible skill. So let's get right into it. So if this message is something that you need to hear right now and it gives you value, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But let me get right into it. So imagine you're the CEO of Disney, okay? Your name is Bob Iger. And you're on your way to go to China, Shanghai. You're excited because you're about to open up Shanghai Disney. It's a big deal. It's a park. You're fired up about it. It's a new market. It's a big market. It could do very well for Disney, right? On your way there, you get news that at Orlando, a kid was attacked by an alligator and the kid died. And you're in the mood, excited, fired up, expansion in Shanghai Park. Mood is great, positive. Oh my gosh, can't wait to go give this speech in front of everybody. And your guy says, the parents are on the line. How do you handle that call? I don't think it's a good idea to do that call. I can't need to do that call. Be careful with the language and the words you use. I know. Remember, no matter what you say, it will be held against you. No, I know. Remember, if you make it seem like it's our fault, we're going to be sued. I know. Okay, you ready for this? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Here's the call. You get the call and you talk to the parents. What do you tell the parents? How do you explain parents that go to a park that you're the CEO of, the company, and the alligator attacks, and these parents just lost their baby? How do you address that issue? How do you have that conversation with the mom and dad? What do you tell the mom? I am so sorry, I understand. You don't understand. How technical is the words you have to use? I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. How do you say it? Hey, just want to say real quick before I jump into this meeting, I don't have a lot of time. You can't say I don't have a lot of time. Well, how do you speak to that parent? Actually think about it. So Bob Iger has that conversation with the parents. It's all over the news. Everybody is writing about it and talking about it on what happened at this park in Orlando. Everybody. A few minutes later, you have to go hit the stage and do the opening for Shanghai Disney. The guy that is the man running Shanghai Park whispers to you, please don't bring up what happened in Orlando because it's a downer. We're all excited right now. Nobody's thinking about that. So you hit the stage. Just a few minutes ago, you were giving your condolences to parents that lost their kid at a park in Orlando. A few minutes later, now you got to be excited and get up and, hey, how are you guys? We're very excited about this. And maybe your excitement level has to be a certain level that other people don't say. How do you go from that kind of a thing that happens and you're so excited? All of these things are stuff that you have to be thinking about, right? How do you go and give that message? And then you go down as one of the best CEOs Disney ever had. How do you do that? See, that intangible skill set right there is one of the hardest things you'll ever have to learn in business, in a life period. I call it the switch and unplug. Switch and unplug. Then knowing what language to speak in that setting. Let me go a little bit deeper with this and hopefully this makes sense to you. I'll be on a call and I'm talking to investors. And I know who my investors are that I'm talking to, right? My language on how I'm speaking with investors is a different language. Then I go have a conversation with my board members. These are people that have already invested. It's a different conversation than when I go and talk to the bank who has given us money. Then the way I go talk to carriers who are multi-billion-dollar companies that want to give us that we're doing business with, that they've paid us tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in commissions. Then I have to go and talk to my staff at home office. How do I speak to them? Different language. Then let's just say one of these calls goes very bad, absolutely terrible. There's a falling out. There's a lot of friction. How do you switch and unplug from that bad call and go into the next call? How are you guys? Great to talk to you. How's everything? How's the wife? How's the family? How do you... Then what's the language when you come? Oh, your wife called, your kid got in trouble in school. How do you talk to the principal? How do you talk to that coach? How do you talk to your son? How do you talk to your daughter? Then how do you talk to maybe a sibling, there's a falling out? How do you talk to a friend? All of that is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, to learn how to switch, unplug, new language, and you speak to that new audience. You don't speak, now somebody's like, what are you talking about? By the way, you do this all the time. You just may not be aware of it. Imagine you're going out with somebody that you don't care about, but you just have a lot of good time with this person, man or girl. It's just like, look, we're hanging out, just kind of like one of those things. It's a fling, but we have fun. You go out. How's dinner when you go out with that person? You know what afterwards you guys are going to be doing. What's the conversation like? Hey, how are you? Good, everything good? Okay. You want to go watch a movie? You want to go to the salsa? Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. All right, everything good? Cool, I'll see you. Versus you go on a date and you actually like this girl or guy a lot. Like this is somebody you may want to bring home and introduce to your mom and dad. How's your language with that person? Slightly different, ain't it? Why? Switch, unplug, language. If you're able to learn the ability to switch, unplug, and speak the right language in the right times, you are officially part of a very small elite community of people that have what it takes to lead not 50, not hundreds. You have the ability to lead thousands of people on top of thousands of people, because that is not an easy thing to do. And typically the way you get good at this is by being in these types of situations a lot, or seeing somebody else who's going through this and you actually witness them doing it, then you say, okay, I can probably learn that skill set a lot. By the way, this doesn't pay $100,000. This doesn't pay $1 million. There is no, pick any senior title you want. You can go all the way to the highest level if you learn how to do this exact thing that we just talked about in this video today. If this video brought you value, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to go a little bit deeper on this topic, I got 2 other videos I want you to watch. One of them is 7 audiences every CEO has to deal with. What are those audiences? Click over here. That's what you want to know. The other one is 9 love languages every entrepreneur must learn how to speak. Click whichever one you want to watch, click on it. But regardless, have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.